Okay, everybody. Sorry about that. I had everything set up and then it just kind of tanked a little bit. So I'm here now and I will be starting to do these readings. So we're going to do April 13th first. Let's see. We'll do April 13th and April 14th. Because when I come back again, so we'll do those 2 days. So April 13th and 14th, thank you for the like. Sorry, there was another video ready to go up, and I just could not get that working. Hi, Rhoda, how are you doing? And good evening to you. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Hello, Liz. Oh, another thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. Let's get these cards all nice and crispy shuffled up for us here. Saute these bad boys with some of that special sauce. Some psychic sauce, hopefully. Okay. One more shuffle for these ones. Let's move on to these ones here. Oh, there we go. Hello, Coco 1019. I don't remember. You had your Virgo view. Oh, you're very welcome. You are very, very welcome. Happy I was able to help. I love that I'm able to help in that way or do anything like that. You're very welcome, Radha. Thank you. Thank you for bringing in some good energy. I appreciate that. And appreciation is a very powerful form of energy. So hopefully that gives us some good connections tonight. Okay, so April, let's see, what did I say? April 13th and the 14th. So let's try that out. And we're shuffling these ones. April, let's see. Let me do this. Get situated here. Okay. April 13th. Let's see what we get. Let's put 2 cards here. And we'll do 2 cards here. And then 2 cards here. Did everybody have a good weekend? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Radha. Hopefully this week will be better. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad things are good. Let's start with pile 1 here. Let's see what we get. So, 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is for Tuesday's energy, so the 13th. 9 of Cups in reverse here. Followed by the Magician. Angel of Balance in reverse. And 2 of Swords in reverse. So we could be struggling with the creative process and creative energy, possibly dealing with emotional fulfillment as well. The Magician is about kind of taking the material that we have around us and transmuting it into something greater. It's the first major arcana of the zodiac besides the Fool. It's the first kind of action-oriented major arcana, but in a way of creating. So the magical energy that's going into this, when we have the 9 of Cups in reverse, there could be a feeling of emotional imbalance. There could be a feeling of not feeling like things are quite right. And then there's 2 of Swords in reverse. So there could be something here where we're dealing with either It could be love loss. It could be something with a marriage. I'm not sure, but I heard love loss, and they almost made it sound like blood loss. So to me, the love loss could be something where we're looking at some strong energy possibly fading away from a connection, maybe withholding attention, maybe something along those lines. When I see the angel of balance in reverse, we could possibly be going out of our way to try and speed this connection along, or to try and manipulate this connection. And I'm feeling like for this pile here, and maybe the person that this is meant for isn't here right now. So if this doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. But what I feel right here is that if this energy is the angel of balance in reverse, to me, that's overreaching. That means we're imbalanced, right? It's like the angel of imbalance. Not quite the angel you would want on your team, right? They'd be falling over all the time. You don't want them. No. Okay, so let's move on to this here, this next pile. Okay. So many cards here. I'm glad you like the jokes, guys. I will be here 3 days a week. So there will be plenty of time to get some jokes in. Okay, let's move on to this one. Three of Wands. Son of Swords in reverse. Then we have Blossoming Abundance. And the Moon. So the Son of Swords being in reverse, there could be an air sign messenger figure coming into our lives. This person would be reversed. So we're looking at an air sign that could be much, much more maybe cruel, maybe vindictive, someone who has kind of a negative presence about them. Stoicism is a weapon. Non-emotional, stonewalling kind of an energy could be here. This person could come in, and so Libra, Aquarius, or the other one, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Okay, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This person could come in and kind of be manipulating this kind of situation. Hello, Alondra. So that's definitely something that we could be looking at here. So the three of Wands is creative energy. We have blossoming abundance. We have coming into our own sense of power, our own source of power, creative energy, creative flow. A person coming in that could possibly not be good for us, or have tendencies where it's hard to ignore kind of the bad qualities. So this person will sort of show themselves. I don't think they're going to hide it. I think there's going to be something here. Again, if it doesn't resonate, that's okay. This could be meant for somebody else. And sometimes the universe just likes to use these messages to just kind of get them out there. Usually someone can resonate with them, but not always. I feel like, and sometimes it's really weird. I'll put a video out, and like 3 years later, I'll get a comment that says this was spot on for me. And it was like September 2017. And the person, resonated completely. So it's interesting how that works. It's all quantum, right? Yeah, it is. It's interesting. So Alondra, if you like and subscribe, I can put you on the list. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I can put you on the list for a 1-card drawing for free. We can do that. Just let me know if you've done that, and then we can go from there. So that's just how these kind of feelings, these kinds of energies can work with us. And to me, it's fascinating. It's all quantum. Thank you very much, Alondra. I appreciate that. And if it okay, so it resonates. Good. Okay, so we look deeper at the Son of Swords in reverse. An owl is not a bat. As I've never said that on this channel, but I will probably say that multiple times in my life. So the Son of Swords, the owl is holding the sword. It's getting ready to strike. When I see it in reverse, though, something's happening where the equilibrium is off. Okay, someone coming in to take a gift, to take something and not give something in return. It's kind of like an energy of someone comes in, they drink all the water that you have, and then they leave. And then they're like, well, I'm satisfied. I don't know about you. Hello, Christina June. If you like and subscribe, I can put you on the list. support, like and subscribe and click that bell icon, whatever that means. Yes, you can. You can be on the list. So we have Alondra here. And then we have Christina. Well, you're right there. Okay. All right. You are on the list. Hello, Kiru. How you doing? I finally get to see you on here. Hopefully this is a better time for you. How to make sure not to mix these up. Okay. So here's what I do, guys. I'm going to do the 13th, then I'm going to do the 14th, and then I'm open to answering questions. So, that's it. I do 3 piles for each sign. So after this pile here, I'm going to do 3 more for the next day, and then we can do questions. I'm looking forward to seeing you too. That's going to be fun. That will be interesting, combining tarot and energy. I'll be very excited to see how that turns out. Okay. All right. Last one here for... I'm trying to see what Alondra sent there. Oh, it's a thumbs up. Okay. Alondra, I'm not going to lie. That little stick figure guy, it looked like he was flipping me off at first, like he's giving me the bird. But he wasn't, and I appreciate that he didn't flip me off, so thank you for that. Okay. Hi, Denise. How you doing? Okay, so for this last one here, we have got... You're okay, Alondra. I'm just giving you a hard time. No, I'm just giving you a hard time. It's how I joke around here. It's very dry. It's very dry humor. It's funny to me. I mean, it's okay. So we have 10 of coins. If I offended you, I'm really sorry, Alondra. I do joke around. Daughter of Wands. The 6 of Cups in reverse. Yes, in reverse. And the Thinking Woman. Okay. So I feel like this is looking at creating a game plan. Okay, good. No offense to him. Good. I take it, okay. I look at these cards and I see this as being, we're focusing on creative endeavors, but we have to heal old childhood wounds or traumas, okay? I know for me, that's something I'm going through right now. Man. And that's a good thing to focus on, is the healing process. Not the funnest thing to focus on, but I feel like that will bring us to a level of maturity that we can't get anywhere else, right? Because we're the ones in charge of our own emotional fulfillment. So that's what I'm seeing here. The Daughter of Wands, this is an interesting card because the way the little book, the pamphlet, describes this card, I think even when it's upright, is that it can be someone manipulative or someone who's a liar, right? But you could look at the Daughter of Wands as someone who could possibly be that way, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. You could look at it as someone who could be that way, but they could also be that way without realizing they're that way. So that's kind of what I'm feeling there. And the Thinking Woman and the 10 of Coins, we could be close to a breakthrough of some sort, okay? But I do feel like healing could take place. And this could be recovery from something too. There could be an illness. There could be something that we could be recovering from too. The 10 of Coins, though, is showing that we'll be stronger after this process here. So for the 13th, it's about healing. And I'm thinking that's going to be good. That's going to be a really good card here. So does this time work better for everyone then? The 8 o'clocks? Hoping it does. Okay, Kiru likes this time. All right. Perfect. Everyone's on here. I'm getting the band back together, so everybody's on here. I like that. It looks like I'm giving weird looks to the camera. My eyebrow is twitching, so. Thank you, Kiru. Helpful as always. All right, so 14th. Let's see what we got here. 14th. My physical classes have been going well. Where I'm teaching mediumship, not physical mediumship. I'm teaching like the basics of psychic and connection and mediumship and stuff. And those have been going well. But the demonstrations, those are where the challenge lies. Thank you, Q. Thank you. Yes, that was hard for me to do, and the demonstration part of the mediumship. Oh man, yeah, that was hard. That was hard. I did it, and I didn't die that I'm aware of, so that's good. Thought I would, though. I honestly thought I was going to have a heart attack or something. Nerves are fun. Nerves are fun. Okay. Let's do 14th. Okay, come on. Okay, hold on. All right, guys, you know the drill. Pile 1, 2, or 3, and the timer starts now. No, I'm just kidding. You guys pick the cards when you're ready, but we'll have 3 piles. So let me get the cards out for us. Two for Christina, 2 for Radha. Okay. There is an inclination towards 2, which is awesome. 3, please, LOL. Okay. Denise is saying 3. We can do that. We can definitely do. So we will do 2, and then we will do 3, and then we will do 1. Okay, 2, 2, 3, 3. That 1 is not getting any love, so let's do 2 here. All right, we have. Let's see. Let me pull that out. Cornucopia in reverse, which is you never want to have a cornucopia in reverse. The World. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And 8 of Cups in reverse. So this is interesting. This to me, so let's see, Wednesday, I believe. We could be looking at, well, then I will explain this. Maybe this is your situation. I don't know. Let's see what it says here. So we have 8 of Cups in reverse. We have Cornucopia in reverse, the World card, and then we have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So to me, this is healing. This is healing ourselves from self-sabotage or self-destructive behavior. So looking at things that no longer serve us and getting rid of them. If it does not spark joy, then get the hell out of here is what I would say to it. But I'm feeling like we're looking at habits that we do not want in our life. We're getting rid of them. Spring cleaning isn't just for the physical. I'm thinking this is a spiritual sort of spring cleaning too. So there could be a detox. There could be something going on. Maybe something with social media, getting off of social media, doing something where we're more present in the moment is something that I'm feeling here, because I feel like I'm wanting to get over self-sabotaging behavior. Where I see Ace of Pentacles in reverse, to me, it has to deal probably with the physical too. There could be a physical addiction of some sort, but I feel like we're trying our best to get away from it and trying to restabilize ourselves. when I see the World card here, and then I see the Eight of Cups in reverse, to me, it does feel like there's an addiction or there's something that's going on where we're trying to walk away from it, and it's not necessarily easy. It can be done, but it's not necessarily easy. I feel like we've tried this before and it hasn't worked as well. I'm feeling like, you know what? I'm going to draw another card here. Let's see, energy, or let's do this one. Let's do an energy card. And it's patience in reverse. Maybe, when I see patience in reverse, this to me again is we have to be patient with ourselves. So patience in reverse, to me, that's impatience. That's not allowing ourselves to go through the healing process. That's kind of wanting the result before we've put forth the action or the effort. We want the result of you know, the benefit of not being on social media or the benefit of not having a certain thing in our lives anymore. We want to just be there already, but we kind of have to put in the work first. So that's what I'm getting here for this card so far, or for these cards so far. So I feel like, because the World card is here too, I feel like we could be looking at this taking time, but I feel like this time it will stick. But we have to be patient. That's the whole thing. If patience is in reverse, then that's not too good. We want to focus on getting that upright. And the way we get that upright is we've talked about it before on this channel many times. Patience, gentleness, that's the only thing we can do moving forward. The kindness is what brings us to that new level of understanding. That's the only thing that brings us to that new level. Being hard on ourselves does not work. Tough love is soft hate, as I like to say. And I've heard that somewhere. I can't remember where I heard it though. Okay. So let's look at these other ones here. Oh. All right, so let's do 3 now. April 14th, 3 coming up. Okay, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel in reverse. Contract. 4 of Wands in reverse. And 9 of Swords upright. So look at the 9 of Swords card here. Kind of a scary card, if I could say so. So the 9 of Swords is an anxiety card. Maybe, Radha. I mean, with this stuff, what I want to say to everyone is, if it doesn't flow easily, if it doesn't make sense to you at the moment, maybe it's not for you, or maybe it is. But don't try to force it, right? Like, if this isn't meant for you, it's not meant. But self-sabotaging thoughts, yes. But, if it feels like a bit of a reach, like you really have to think about it, maybe it's not meant for you at this time, Okay, yeah, see, well, let me explain the rest of this here. So, Alondra, we have, like I said, we got the 9 of Swords, the 4 of Wands in reverse. So I feel like we're trying to build a foundation of something. Again, this is creative energy. The Wands are creative. The 4 of Wands is about structure, it's about stability, and it's about taking that. Where it's in reverse, though, is that maybe if I look at this, honestly, here's what I'm seeing. So we take 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel in reverse, we take the contract, okay? This could be either us or someone else is like welching on a bet, or they're doing something. Someone is saying, I'll be there for you, I'll do this for you, and then they are not. That could be something that's going on. Or we could be doing that to someone, maybe unintentionally, but that could be something that's going on. Where the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, is right here in reverse, there's blockages in the throat. There's something blocking our connection. We can't communicate properly. There's anxiety, and there is a lack of structure in the creative field. Alternatively, this could be that maybe we're good at a skill, or we're good at a creative project of some kind, but we don't necessarily have the schooling for it to take ourselves further, or we don't have a structured way of taking ourselves further on this path. We've kind of hit a plateau, and we don't know what to do next. And so maybe we're looking at signing up for a school, or we're looking at trying to find something new that fits for us, something that works. But that's just what I see when I see contract, and then I see the fifth chakra in reverse and building a creative structure. However, it's not being built. And then I see the 9 of Swords. There's just anxiety here. There's a sense of like, I don't know if I have this. I don't know if I have what it takes. But it's there. The energy is there. And these 2 cards that are in reverse, always want to be upright. That's the way I read them. They always want to take the energy and move it upright. They never want to stay in reverse. So in order for us to focus on having this energy, I just smelled like a huge dust cloud, really strong. So psychically, there could be some strong earth energy here. So some of you could be dealing with, it could be a possessive individual, maybe Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I could see that. And so that's what I'm feeling here. So, and then when I'm looking at this star, this right here, where it says contract, I look at that and I heard star. So I'm thinking maybe that means someone to somebody, or maybe someone's name is Star. I don't know. But I heard the name Star, or something with the star. And if I read it as the star card, there could be an Aquarius individual coming in. Okay, there could be somewhat of an Aquarius individual, or there could be something where we're looking to move, or we're looking elsewhere for hope and for guidance. Oh, okay. Awesome, Denise. Awesome. If anyone else can take it too, if someone can take parts of that, that's cool too. But that's definitely what I'm seeing here. Okay. Okay. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad you guys could take that. There's definitely a lot of there we go. There's a lot of that energy out there where it's kind of, it feels, how would you describe it? It feels like a wave of unpredictability, right? It feels like this wave of energy that hits, and then as soon as it hits, it mellows out just a little bit, and then it kind of hits again. I wish I could describe what I'm thinking and what I've been feeling lately. It's like a wave of strong emotion, a wave of it. And then it just kind of stops. And then it just kicks up again, like kind of when you least expect it. So I don't know, it's interesting. Oh. Okay. Let's see what we have here. You've been feeling it too, Rhoda? We have anxiety. Oh. Hi, Sky Gemini Tarot. Pick number 3 and I've literally been on it. Yeah, appetite's been an issue for me too, but I've also been doing different things. So, unable to eat, something's wrong with your throat. The 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Oh, there's the star card. That's what one I saw in the other one. So Sky Gemini Tarot. Here's what I'm feeling here. When it comes to these kinds of issues, I'll give the best thing I can give without being a doctor, okay? Because I'm not. But the throat, right, deals with self-expression. When we're talking about self-expression, I mean, you know, if you're Sky Gemini Tarot, I'm sure you know everything I'm saying. But if we're talking about self-expression, it could be a loss of something, right? A loss of communication, a loss of, and there could be something with the heart too, because we have the letting go of the heart chakra leading up into the throat. And the throat, we let go and then we speak. right? We let go of it, we speak it, we bring it to power. That's kind of the whole thing. So if this could be blocked here, then we could have something here. If we're not eating or we don't feel hungry, and then we have severe anxiety, there's definitely something going on there. Is your lower back hurting? Is there anything with the lower back, or is there anything with insomnia? Because oddly enough, for number 1, we get the anxiety card. Door to romance. In reverse, the star card. Focus, there we go. 9 of Wands in reverse. Feels to me like, so if I look at these cards here, it could be worrying over love interest or a project, right? Door to romance is in reverse, so it could be maybe we're closed up for shop. And Sky, are you new to the channel, Sky? Because if you like the video and subscribe, then I can do a card pull for you and we can get a little more information. Okay. So I can put you down. I mean, if you have a question, I can do my best to try and answer that with guidance. I don't know if you've been on the channel before. There was this guy on the channel not too long ago. I don't know if that was you or not. I disappeared. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I do that a lot. I shouldn't disappear. And I'm not planning on disappearing this time, but yeah, I'll own up to that. I do. I get overwhelmed pretty easy, and I just, it's difficult sometimes doing this kind of work for me, but I'm getting better with it. Okay. So 9 of Wands in reverse, the star card, possibly an Aquarius person, like I was talking about before. I'm feeling like we're building a project, we're doing something where the main focus, even though it doesn't say here, there could be something tied to financial issues, and I'm feeling like I'm seeing an envelope, and there's something in this envelope, and I am scared to... Oh, thank you, Rod. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's really nice. I figured you did the same thing. Trying to read tarot cards for a tarot reader is... well, hopefully I'm doing okay. Hopefully I'm doing all right. But I do feel like there's this... I'm holding something in my hand and I'm scared to open it. So that I feel like there's an envelope and I'm holding something in my hand. And I feel like it's tied to finances. I feel like there's something tied to finances here. So that's what I'm feeling. So maybe it could be... I'm not really sure. Give me a second here and let me see. Oh, yeah. I have the magic paper right here. Let me try it this way. Let's do this here. So... I feel like I'm getting a George or a Jones, something. And then I'm preparing something. I'm feeling like there's something I'm preparing. I'm just scribbling on paper. It helps me focus, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing. I scribble on the paper, and for some reason, it helps me to focus and get some messages. Hi, Lauren. Okay. We'll go straight to you. Let's look at what's causing the anxiety here. And thank you for tuning in. And thank you for the very nice donation there. Let's look. So that was the last of those cards, you guys. I'm going to jump straight into the readings here. Paid readings do get priority. But let's see what we can get for Lauren here. Okay. So let's look at what's causing the anxiety. Let's go to the energy cards here. Let's see what we can get. All right. Here we go. I don't know why I said here we go. It's going to be a minute. So we're going. We're just going to be moving at a snail's pace here for just a second. Feeling excited a little bit, and I'm feeling my stomach start to drop. So there's definitely something here. I feel like my thinking's a little cloudy. Maybe I feel a little spaced out. Maybe that's what I'm feeling. And Lauren, I feel like this is, obviously this is tied to your question here. Let me see what else I can get here. Let's look at the actual cards. Okay. What is causing the anxiety that Lauren is experiencing? I wish I could show you these cards. No, I'm just kidding. So we have rest and rejuvenation, door to romance, and 7th chakra Archangel Uriel in reverse. So here's what I'm feeling. Got to take a deep breath here. So what I'm feeling here is that we're focusing on developing. I feel like there's some spiritual gifts that could be coming into play here. I feel like we're not necessarily going with the flow as much. We're not taking the time out we need to rest and recover. I feel like maybe we are pushing ourselves too far, or maybe we haven't set the right kind of boundaries where we feel like we're in control of the situation. That's something I'm feeling. This card first comes up. I'm feeling like we are not resting, taxing ourselves too much, asking too much of ourselves. And then when we're not able to do it, we get frustrated. And then I feel like we hold on to that anxiety. Okay. Let me look at some other cards here, though. Okay, good. The World card, and then Journey in reverse. When I see these two cards together, I'm wondering if there was going to be a trip that was planned that was maybe canceled. I'm not sure, but when I see these two, there could be something there. The other way I could read this is, and I'm feeling signposts, and there's a signpost here. Are you getting, Lauren, are you getting synchronicities to, do you feel like things, you feel like you're running around? Okay. I'm feeling like there's been kind of a presence. There could be kind of a presence around you. I'm feeling a sense of like something watching over you, or a sense of what I would call coincidences or happy accidents, as Bob Ross calls them. I feel like there's something around you where there could be a connection towards a higher source. Trying to focus more on that, though. Why? Okay. Okay, so there is something going on, I would hope. And this may make sense, it may not. I just throw stuff out there that I get. Yeah, Bob Ross is good. He had a baby squirrel in his pocket at one point, guys, and it's pretty cool. I wish I could put baby squirrels in my pockets. Anyway. So here's something I got for you, and it's just the word tarantula or spider, right? This could be, it could be as a pet, but it could also be that the tarantula is kind of, it's a ground dwelling spider. So the tarantula hunts differently than other spiders. It doesn't really make a web like a traditional spider does. It goes out and it hunts. And so maybe I feel like we are going after things. We're really going after it, and we're trying as hard as we can to grab things in our life or to stick to things in our life, but we're not able to do it because we're not allowing things to come to us naturally. Instead, we feel like we have to crawl. We feel like we have to really exert our energy to get the things we want. We don't allow things to come to us naturally. Instead, we feel like we have to overextend ourselves. We feel like when we work or when we do something, it has to be hard to merit the reward that we get from it. If it's not difficult, then there'd be no reason to do it. But I feel, okay. But that's what I'm feeling here. That's definitely what I'm feeling here. So let's see what else we can get. Like I said, I'm just scribbling down on the paper, trying to see what messages come up. Let's see. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So what's going on right now is there's an energy of I wish I could like just pop stuff up on a screen. You know, that'd be cool. Maybe anyway. I wish that no, I just said that. Okay. It is hard for me to stay. I'm still on the reading. It's just hard for me to focus here. And maybe that could be something you're going through too. It's hard for me to stay focused. Okay. So we're focusing on healing past trauma. It's through you. And the way that the past trauma works is that it kind of exerts itself. Right now, it's wanting to be healed more than any other time in your life. And I'm feeling that it's not going to necessarily go away until we start addressing the main issue of what's going on. Because there's energy here that keeps growing and it keeps like pushing up. We can halt it. We can try and stop it, but it's going to keep coming back. And the anxiety is not just going to go away. It has to be recognized, addressed as what it is, and then we can focus on making something better from that. Because, and I was hearing there's no such thing as a free lunch. That was something I was hearing just barely. No such thing as a free lunch. And that way of thinking for the older generation, that made sense. That did make sense. But in this new age of how things operate, I will let you know, Lauren. I'm in the new age of how this is working, right? Let me do one more thing here, because I really want to get to the bottom of this. Hi, Priscilla. Have you liked and subscribed to the channel? If you do that, I can put you on the list after I am done with Lauren's reading here, which is still going to be a minute. But I can't remember. Let's see how we address this. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Subscribe and like, and then I can add you to the list here. Just let me know when you have done so. Yeah, it is hard for me to focus, but I'm getting stranger as the days go on. Oh, okay. Okay, Priscilla. So I do one free question for new subscribers. And then if we've talked before, it'll be about $5. And we can do about 5 minutes. You can ask multiple questions in that time if you would like, but that's kind of how I'm operating now. You know, I want to be paid for my time, but I also understand some people don't have the money. So, yeah. Okay. Let me do one more shuffle here. We're focusing on Lauren. Okay. Let me get this over here. One more shuffle. So, what can we do to address this anxiety? How can we resolve this anxiety? Okay. That's what I was thinking. That's interesting. Okay. So, we literally have the anxiety card. Okay. We have yin yang in reverse. And then we have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, in the upright position. So what this is telling me here, so we're dealing with anxiety. The reason why there's anxiety is there's an imbalance of divine feminine, divine masculine, or male and female energy that's going on. So what this looks like is, so the divine feminine is receptive, right? The divine feminine is receptive. If you imagine the divine feminine, it's like a cup, okay? The divine masculine is kind of action-oriented. So the divine masculine is like a sword, okay? Either one of those tools can be used to hurt or help. So the divine feminine, in that cup, there could be poison or there could be life-nourishing liquid of some sort. On the sword, right, the sword can be used to cut people down or it can be used to protect people. So what I see this as is there's an imbalance, okay? So this could be, the way we fix this is we take action. If something's been on our mind, we take action, we make boundaries. If something has been happening to us, if people have been rude to us, if things are happening and we just let them walk on us and we just let people kind of take advantage of us, that can make it so that we don't feel like we're enough. The best thing for us to do is, Heavenly, if you want to subscribe and like the video, then I can do a one card pull for you. But this right here, this is the male oriented energy. This is going after what you want. Okay, the third chakra is all about going after what you want. Awesome. Thank you, Heaven. I appreciate. That sounds weird. That sounds like I'm a preacher. Thank you, Heaven. You know, it's my impression of a televangelist. Anyway, so let's see. The male energy is interesting because as we're going out and we're getting what we want, this is not in reverse. So this is not using excessive force to get what we want. This is saying, I'm here. Oh, let me look, Coco. Hold on. Yes, I got it. Okay. Thank you very much. And if you guys do donate, let me know so that I can understand what's going on. Because I don't check my phone when I'm doing this that much. I don't check my phone that much. Okay, so action-oriented, we take steps. Okay, if we're talking about action, we're talking about orienting ourselves. Action-oriented. As we're taking steps, I want you to imagine like a ladder. And as we're climbing this ladder, if you like and subscribe, lovely girl, I can add you to the list. So, okay. Okay, so the ladder is we're taking small steps. Lauren, we're not allowing ourselves to take, okay, if we're focusing on taking really big steps all the time, we're missing the whole journey. We're missing the whole process because we're focused more on walking to our destination in kind of a big way than we are on enjoying the scenery. And in order for our brains to work in the way that we want them to, we have to focus on establishing or de-establishing what's called the default mode network, KDMN, otherwise known as DAM. No, but for real, DMN is like, if you can imagine a grass. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to focus here. If you can imagine grass, okay, and then you imagine there's snow. There's like, it's a grassy hill and there's snow that comes down. Okay, there's a lot of energy in the. Good Lord, I am having a hard time. Give me just a second, guys. It is so hard for me to focus. I'm trying to. Oh, okay. So if you have a hill, okay, a grassy hill, when it snows, it gets covered in snow and it's like a blank canvas, right? There's snow on the hill. There's nothing else on there. It's just kind of snow and it's sloping down, right? The default mode network, our natural way of thinking, and this can be from traumas, this can be from a bunch of different things. What happens is that if a sled goes down that hill, right, this hill, then that's every other sled that goes down that hill is going to follow those same tracks. So when we're focusing on learning a new skill or a new ability or being more assertive, what I'm trying to say is it's going to feel very unnatural and even wrong at first. It doesn't mean it is, but it means it's going to feel that way. It's going to feel kind of congested and clogged up. And our way of thinking will definitely feel that way. 2021 general reading, please. Coco, you got it. Right after we're done with Lauren here, we'll focus right on you, okay? So learning new skills, learning how to be assertive, reading some books would be good. But I feel like the assertive part, I feel like you're done not being assertive. I feel like there's a sense here where we're taking the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and we're pushing forward with this kind of energy. And we're not going to let life make us something like that. So that's being here. Priscilla, if that's okay, I'm gonna be on here for 2 more hours, a little over 2 more hours. So however long it takes, I should be here. But okay, let's see. 8. And there it is again with 8. And I have the tarantula with 8 legs, 8 eyes, the whole thing. Does your husband have an impact on why you feel sort of small? Let's see. Let me shuffle these cards here. Does your husband have an impact on why you feel small? Let's see this. I just heard the words, the voice, and tension. So tension in speaking, tension in the way we self-express. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm hearing. A little bit of a headache on this side too, like on my right side. Yep, starting to get a headache. There is definitely something here. Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay. All right, so let's look at that energy on your husband. Let's see what we get. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense because I heard there's tension on the voice. There's tension in self-expressing. There's tension in kind of the space of the self is what I'm feeling. Now we have this card. We have deceit, and then we have the yin-yang card. So to me, this is someone who isn't helping you express your energy because then I get attachment in reverse. So I don't. Here's the thing: if someone doesn't have to be outright against us to be against us. If someone isn't supportive, or if someone is very neutral when we need support, right? That can actually be very bad for us too. So we shouldn't be focusing on letting that person kind of rule the roost. But I understand if there's a sense of power that the other person could have. And then I'm getting Smith. I'm getting the name Smith. And now I'm feeling kind of angry. This is interesting. So it's kind of a masculine energy that's coming in here. Evan Leah, the emojis are very interesting. Very masculine. Masculine. Exactly. Exactly. That's how these relationships work. They have it because we allowed them to have it. We showed them where we were in our lives. We showed them the kind of role that we wanted them to play, and then they played it, right? That's not to say that they didn't take advantage, but that is to say that there can be unresolved wounds and issues that can make it difficult for us to express ourselves, for sure. That's what I'm feeling here. So self-actualization is going to be your friend for this kind of energy. I mean, it's your friend no matter what, but self-actualization, expressing the self, is going to be what helps. Right. Right. Absolutely. That's the thing, is that when we get in a relationship, depending on the age, and we don't even have to be that old or that young, there's going to be a backstory to us that our partner either doesn't want to know, or that our partner wants to be involved with. And generally, we want to focus on the people that want to be involved with our story from beginning to end, not the people that can be closed off to the beginning of our story necessarily. I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm saying that's kind of a red flag when there's kind of that sort of energy. Hmm. But to me, Lauren, and how the cards have expressed themselves, uh, I'm focusing more on self-expression. The reason you feel anxiety is because you don't feel like you can be yourself. You don't feel like you have the say over things in your own life to an extent. And I feel like that's kind of where that's coming from. It creates a sense of anxiety because there's parts of you that aren't being expressed. When we express, the energy releases, and then that makes it so that the anxiety can be a little less. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you. Yeah, so that's what I'm feeling here. So focus every day on becoming a little more, taking baby steps. No matter what we're doing, if we take small steps, we're going to achieve what we want to do. We don't go about it where we take huge steps anymore. If we want to learn something, if we want to keep to something, if we want to stick to something, we do it in small ways. It's just, and I'll go on a rant here for just a second. There's a lot of spiritual gurus and teachers out there that say if you can just meditate, and they're talking to people that have never meditated. They say meditate for 30 minutes a day, you'll feel better. That to me is the wrong way to go about it. If we're going to meditate, why not tell the person, hey, meditate for 15 seconds, see if you can do that, and if you can't do that, meditate for 10. And then once you've built up how to meditate, once you've built up the structure of it, then slowly increase the time at which you meditate. And it's like that with any other skill. Learn the very small basics, the fundamentals. Do very little. Learn it, understand it, and then you can start to grow that skill from there. So that's something that we can focus on moving forward. And to me, that's been helping me. If I want to learn a skill, if I want to do something, focus on that. Just like weight training, absolutely just like weight training. You don't go out there and lift 3,000 pounds. You work your way up to lifting 3,000 pounds with one hand. So, that's something we can work on. I'm just kidding. But, Yeah, it's like weight training or exercise or anything else. Someone can say, man, running a marathon is great, but if you've never run a marathon, I'm sure it would be a version of hell that you've never experienced in your life. Oh, but yeah, just like weight training. Okay. So, does that answer your questions, Lauren? Perfect. Nice thumbs up. I enjoy the thumbs up. Okay. You are very, very welcome. All right. So, thank you, Lauren. You're very sweet. I'm only good because you guys are open and receptive. Okay. I'm only as good as the energy that comes in here. So, thank you so much for being open and receptive. I appreciate that. It's a group effort. Okay. So, let's move on to Coco. Are you there, Coco? You said general reading for 2021. I think I can do that. Okay. Feeling some energy here on the left side. Feel like spirit's here a little bit for this one. Don't know if I can get anything, but you guys know. And that's important. What Heavenly said. It's people need to see the best in you, even when you're at your worst, and sometimes that's hard to do. It's just that's a hard concept. There was a meme that yeah, never mind. There's memes out there, guys. Funny ones. Okay, so Coco, are you there? Okay. All right. Looks like it's time for a big man drink. That just means I'm going to drink a lot of water right now, so. Hi, Daisy. How are you doing? My voice sounded funny there for a second. Let's do this here. Okay, so as soon as I'll address another person's question. So Daisy, if you can like and subscribe. Okay, she's still here. Okay, Coco. There we go. All right, so let's address this here. Do this. Okay. 15 and 2. Thank you very much, Daisy. I appreciate that. So I'll add you to the list here. Okay. All right, Coco. So I'm going to do a general read for the year ahead. Let's look at 4 cards. Let's look at 3 cards, and then we can go from there, okay? And if you want, you can ask questions. We can do that. Well, let's do this. And thanks again for supporting the channel, guys. The the money really does help. Helps me to keep doing this, and I do love connecting with you guys. Okay. Let's do it. Anyone here an aspiring tarot reader? I'm going to raise my hand and say I'm trying. Okay. I can see how far you are. Well, we'll do this. You're here, Coco, so I will travel in time to your destination. Oh, Kiru. Okay. That's cool. See, it's fun. Tarot reading is fun, and it is very deep. Very deep. It's a rabbit hole that you'll enjoy falling down. Okay, so we'll do 3 cards. This is for the next 3 months, the 3 months after that, and then the other 3 months. That would mean there's 13 months in the... No. Okay, we'll do 3 cards. We'll do kind of the present situation. Then we can do the future and then the further future. So let's do that. Present, future, further future. So each of these we'll have 3 months for the present, 3 months for the future, and 2 months for the further future. So this last one will be happening November, December. I will let you know, lovely girl, when it is your time for your reading, okay? Right now we're doing paid, and then after that, you can ask your question when I call on your name. I've got you written down here, so don't worry, I won't forget. Okay, so Coco, there's I get the Angel of Strength in reverse, being I feel like what's going on now. I feel like we're looking at gaining strength, or we're looking at trying to understand our own strengths and our weaknesses right now. So this to me is a powerful card where we're kind of going over ourselves with a fine-tooth comb, and we're seeing where we can be stronger or more efficient, where we can be better. That's sort of the energy that I'm getting here. And I'm hearing the words no doubt. So I don't know if that means you like Gwen Stefani. I don't know if that's the band. I'm not sure. But I'm hearing the words no doubt. And to me, it feels like it's a sign of strength, if it is not the pop singer. But that's what I'm feeling here. A sign of strength, a sign of connection, a connection to... It feels like there's a connection to the higher self, but I'm feeling like maybe there's something kind of blocking the connection here because this is in reverse. But I feel like there could be things happening in your life where, and this is for the present energy, there could be things happening in your life where experiences tend to happen quicker. I feel like synchronicities, coincidences now are happening faster because that veil, right, the veil that people talk about, it is thinning. People are waking up with more psychic abilities every day and, sort of stepping out into that world. The psychic abilities were always there. They're just realizing them in a different way, probably in a more concrete way, I would imagine. So then we have, for this next card here, we have Man Holding a Heart. Okay. This is going to be 3 months in the future. So this will be around the August. This will be, let's see. So we have, this is present. So this would be May, June, July. Energy right here, Man Holding a Heart. So there could be a love interest coming in here. And I'll draw another card on this one. But there could be a love interest coming in here. And with this energy, I felt spirit, and then I'm feeling something like kind of tapping my third eye, trying to get my attention. Hi, LP. If you like and subscribe, I can add you to the list. And then just let me know if you've done that, and then I can give you the old thumbs up. Oh, there's a like. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so Man Holding a Heart. feel like there's something here. There's an atmosphere around this energy where I'm feeling a sense of, it's like a, thank you so much, LP. There could be a Sagittarius energy coming in here, but I'm feeling there's a strong atmosphere with this person. And I'm wondering if maybe you've met this person before, but haven't dated. There is an energy with this person that feels very distinct. It could be psychic, I'm not sure, but it feels very strong. It feels kind of like sort of like I'm trying to read this person's energy, and it feels like there's a little bit of a barrier there. I do feel like there could be some Sagittarius qualities, or there could be some fire sign attributes here. But where this is upright, this is a good card. Okay, the man holding a heart. That's a good card. And I'll draw some more cards here to get some more things going. But this next card, we have financial constraints in reverse. So this will be, let's see, this one's July at the latest. Okay. This one I feel like is going to be happening anywhere from August to the end of the year. So August to December is going to be this one. Financial constraints in reverse, which to me means there's money coming in, or there's something where I'm feeling more secure, either financially or physically. I feel like things are mending. I feel like there's stuff going on. There's things mending. There's issues that are being resolved. Maybe a few that we thought would never be resolved, but I feel like there's something where there's a resolution happening. And to me, there's a sense of power here. There's a sense of owning our own, how would you put that? I guess owning our own soul, owning our own sort of divinity here is what I'm feeling. I'll draw some more cards though. So let's go under Angel of Strength here. And let's see what is going on. Because we have Angel of Strength in reverse. Let's see what we can do to get this bad boy upright. Okay. Okay. Let's do one more shuffle here. Okay. I knew that one was going to come up. Okay. Okay, so on the Angel of Strength in reverse, we get this card. This is the Angel of Strength in reverse. This is the Fountain. So this is the only card in the deck that would be different from any other deck. So the Fountain is a card that is about infinity. So right now we're working on life lessons. We're working on very strong energy. This could be ancestral energy. It's a very powerful energy. The reason the Angel of Strength is in reverse is because this energy is coming in. Okay. Sagittarius makes sense then. You're a Sagittarius, but maybe there's another Sag coming in. Because that's what I was feeling, was there was a Sag coming in. So the ancestral, to me, we're healing ancestral trauma, or we're healing generational wounds. That could be the Angel of Strength in reverse. But I feel like we need to give ourselves credit for what we've already been through. Leo, general reading for Heavenly. Okay, when I get to you, Heaven, I will let you know, and we can do that. Okay. With Fountain. Yeah, this to me is respect for the journey that we've already been through. So Coco, when we're talking about what we've been through and what kind of is going on in our lives, I feel like we have to commend ourselves for the challenges we've already faced, and realize that even if we're feeling this kind of energy where maybe we're down and out or we're feeling tired, I feel like there's a sense of things coming up for us where this card does want to be upright. Like I've always said, the cards that are in reverse always want to be read upright. So definitely here, focus on what you've already accomplished and allow yourself to understand that big changes come in small steps, and focus on healing. I feel like the healing journey is pretty important for this. So on the man holding a heart, okay, we have the Fool in reverse. All right. So the man holding a heart, like I said there could possibly be someone we know. Maybe we haven't dated them. I'm not sure. There could be someone coming in July. Let's see. May, June, July, like we were talking about. There could be someone coming in. And this person could make us feel, maybe they could make us feel a little uneasy. Maybe they have something that we want, or maybe maybe they're very charismatic, or maybe they have something about them. When I see the Fool in reverse, though, I feel like I'm not wanting to look foolish, right? I feel like there could be someone reaching out to us, but I don't know if we would necessarily be reaching back to them, right? So to me, it could feel like a connection of like, I don't want this. I don't want this. I want this. But maybe there could be a tendency to not say exactly what you're thinking, and it makes it so that it can be harder for this person to connect with you. And then the financial constraints one in reverse here. Financial constraints in reverse. And then the Queen of Cups in reverse. This to me is dealing with, I feel like there could be something with emotional happiness and freedom tied to money. That could be something. But there could also be a sense of maybe it could be learning something new, trying to understand our emotional selves. Maybe we're doing something in that way. But the Queen of Cups in reverse, to me, I feel like it's not very... That's a good question. Through long-term commitment. I will address that. I will definitely let you know. Hold on one second. Okay, so let's see here. I do believe so. Two of Cups. So is the new love interest coming in? I think so, but there's going to be karmic lessons with this new love interest. And I feel like this person, when we first meet them, they could possibly press some buttons. And it could be hard to understand where this person's coming from. So this person could be someone who maybe pushes us a little bit, or maybe doesn't understand exactly where we're coming from. And we might even view this person to be a little bit harsh with the way they deal with things. But I feel like the intention is good. I feel like the intentions are good. And the Two of Cups card is a very good card. Very good card to have. So I do think it will be long-term, but I do think the initial meeting of this person is going to be very like, I don't know about you, kind of an energy. I almost imagine two cats like going around and they're like squaring off, right? Like they check each other out. I feel like it's that kind of energy. The paws and the fur isn't flying quite yet, but there's like a really close look at what's going on here. That's what I'm feeling, or what I'm seeing. Okay, so the Queen of Cups in reverse with financial constraints. Again, there could be moving, there could be something where, this could actually be like moving new energy into the new year, because this would be happening from August to December. So there could be a tendency of energy that's moving quickly, getting ready to start a new year, getting ready to focus on new endeavors. So around, okay. That makes sense. Your ex is a Sagittarius also. I'm repeating what you're typing here so that you know how far back you are, just in case. I don't know how it works with the lives, so hold on. Okay, so it doesn't mean though, okay, So the Sagittarius being your ex, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is the same Sagittarius. There's a 1 in 12 chance that there's another, Sagittarius out there. So it could be another Sagittarius coming in. I felt like you knew this person, but I didn't necessarily feel like you were intimate with this person or you knew them that well. So I don't feel like it would be an ex. I feel like it would be another person, possible Sagittarius characteristics, more likely a fire sign than just singularly a Sagittarius. But that was what I was feeling. The energy felt Sagittarius. So I said it. Now my head's starting to buzz. So it's going to be a strong connection. I do feel like it's going to be a strong connection, and that's going to be May to July for these ones. Emotional freedom. I'm going to draw one more card over this one too. Knight of Coins in reverse. A lot of this is talking about financial issues. Financial restraints in reverse, constraints in reverse, Knight of Coins in reverse. So there could be a healing of financial issues. I'm not sure. And I heard the word escrow too. So something could be happening with the house, something could be happening with moving, possibly. The way I see this though is that it's kind of a way to close out the year is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like this is the topper. So I'm feeling like this will happen more in December. But I feel like there's something happening where financial issues or something is resolved. If there are financial issues in the first place. If not, this could be a time to recover or recuperate from something. Maybe there's a surgery, or maybe we're helping somebody, or we're doing something that could be very taxing. And by the end of the year, I feel like things are kind of wrapping up. That would be another way that we could read this. But that's what I'm seeing here. And also, if it is the financial constraints, we could be looking at the Knight of Coins in reverse. So we could have a person that has very negative traits that could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. So someone very stubborn, someone very miserly, possibly with their own financial issues that maybe we could be dealing with. That could be something else too. So that's what I've got for you. It looks like there is going to be that new connection, though, coming fairly quickly. May, June, July, so within 3 months is what I'm feeling. And then by close to the end of the year, I feel like that's when this energy is going to come into play. So hopefully that answers your question. I know there's a bit of a delay, so hopefully that answers it. So Coco, thank you very much for the donation. And yeah, thank you for putting your comments too, letting me know if it resonated or if it didn't. Okay. So let's go with the first person on the list. Alondra, are you there? Okay, Christina, are you there? Okay. Oh, okay, Christina, you're there. All right, do you want to ask your question? Between your husband, Sean, and you. Okay, let me look. So I do draw one card, and I'll read as much information as I can from that card. If you want me to keep going, it'll be $5, and you can do that through PayPal or through here. But I will get as much information as I can from one card. So let me see. Because I want to show that I obviously appreciate your like in your sub that you did to the channel. So let me look. It has been showing up. What will happen when Christina's husband, Sean? Okay, let's see what we get here. Feeling like there's one more shuffle. You're welcome, Coco. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay. Give me just a minute here, Christina. I'm feeling like I need to keep shuffling. And so, Christina, here's what I get. I get door to romance in reverse. So there could be withholding of affection, okay, physical affection or just affection in general. I'm feeling like there's a sense of things not quite going right, at least in the moment. So I get a sense of, well, the way this card looks, upright, that's good. The way it looks like this, I feel like there's a sense of separation, or there could be something that's sort of coming in between, right? There could be like a doorway, there could be something coming in between. Is this making sense so far, Christina? Okay. That makes sense. So, door to romance in reverse. If he left and ghosted you, that makes a lot of sense. And that would be withholding the affection, obviously. So I would honestly say, because that's the one card that we have here that I'm going to do, but I would say that I feel like that would be time to move on, even though that's kind of, and that's not fun to feel sad and anxious. And I'm sorry that happened. That's awful that happened. But that's also not the way that a man should be treating a woman. In any sense, you don't just ghost. You don't just say I'm done and leave and then that's it. You kind of work things through. But that's what I'm seeing now for this connection. Yeah. So if this is something that's going on, the best thing to do, because I'm just doing the one card for the free part. If this is something that's going on, the best thing that I would say for you to do is let yourself heal and recover and let yourself feel the pain that's happening. Don't try to stifle it. Don't try to minimize it. And let yourself feel what's going on with you. And over time, that will get less and less. And I understand that there can be triggers, there can be abandonment, there can be betrayal, obviously, with that, of course. But let yourself feel these feelings, and eventually it will get lighter and lighter. But let yourself feel this and realize that I feel like in the long run, this could be a good thing because you could find someone that's better for you than someone who runs away when there's trouble, right? You would want someone that would stick by your side. And I feel like you deserve that. You don't deserve to have someone just leave if things get difficult. Or just in general, you don't deserve to have someone just leave. But yeah. Hi, the Disciple 25. Thank you. Do you want to like the video too for me? Just for old time's sake. Just go up there and click the button. I don't know, is it an up arrow or something? You're welcome, Christina. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll add you to the list, the Disciple. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Well, hold on. So you're on the list. You are on the list for sure, but I've got a few people ahead of you. Okay. And when I tell you it's your turn, I got it for you. All right, Alondra, you weren't here when I called your name the first time, but go ahead, ask your question. And Christina, if you want to go more in depth, if you want to do that, you can check out my website. You can do a reading from there. We can do that if you want to do something that's more private. So that's just something that you can do. My website's in the description down below if that's something you want to check out. And just again, allow yourself to feel. Keep going, okay? All right. Hey, Evan, good. So if you want to like and subscribe, I can put you down on the list, Evan. Hello, everybody. Okay, there's a lot going on here. So Evan, we can do $5 for about 5 minutes, and then we can do 15. We can jump into things a little bit more. And Amber, it's not too late to ask a question. I'm going to be on for another hour and a half, basically. So it is not too late. And hi, Kim. How you doing? Yes, you did. I'll address that question. Okay, so let's see. Okay. So let me look up here. What is the purpose of your connection with Eduardo? So let's look at that. Let's look at the connection with Eduardo here. And paid readings do get priority, guys. And you can donate to the PayPal link if you cannot. Just let me know that you donated so that I can check and see. Because I am not looking at my phone right now. So, okay. All right. What is your purpose of your connection with Eduardo? So I get woman holding a heart in reverse, and let's see, Alondra. So the woman holding a heart in reverse is something that I feel like we're learning boundaries with Eduardo, or I feel like we're learning how to express ourselves possibly with Eduardo, or this person could be testing us. Thank you very much, Evan. Okay, so I'll address your question here in just a second, Evan, or I'll do a little reading for you here. Let me do this real quick. And thank you so much, buddy. That's awesome. I appreciate the support. Okay, so I'll just address the rest of this, and then Evan, I'll go to you, but you can start writing your question. And again, thanks for the donation. So, woman holding a heart in reverse. Like I said, it's about boundaries. It's about accepting what we can and can't change. Okay, Amber, thank you. Wow. Thank you so much, Amber. Okay, I will. Let's see. Okay, we'll do this. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Okay. So the woman holding heart in reverse. It's about knowing what we can and can't accept from others and ourselves, is what I would say this is. And so, what Eduardo could possibly be teaching us is how to be the best version of ourselves, not necessarily through his action, but through you saying, maybe I don't accept this, maybe I do, learning how to set boundaries, learning how to be a voice for yourself, learning how to stand up for yourself, and learning how to take charge in certain situations. That's what I'm feeling here with the Eduardo connection. So, I'm going to go to Evan's reading here. But Evan, before I do your reading, hopefully it's okay if I go to the bathroom real quick. Okay, it's just right in the corner. So, no, I'm just kidding. You're welcome, Alondra. Thank you for subscribing and liking the video. I really appreciate that. But I will be right back. I promise. You guys just hold tight so that I can give you a good reading. Hold on. Okay. The paid readings get priority, Heavenly, so you would be the next person in line, but now there's two more people in front of you, so the paid readings get priority. So, Evan, what was your question, my friend? Okay, good. I'm glad you understand that. Okay. Let's see here. Let me see something. Just give me 1 second, you guys. Okay, so let me look at this real quick. Okay, if Evan is not there, then I don't want to address another paid reading until he gets back. Even though I know, Amber, you paid, and I totally will get to your question, so please don't worry about that. So, Heavenly, I'm doing the one card, right? So you tell me what's going on, and I'll do one card, and I'll see what I can get for you, okay? You were the next one up, so the next free one anyway. Will Nick choose you? Okay, Evan's here. Okay. Evan, you can write your question down and I'll try and remember it. But Evan did come through. Will Nick choose you? Let's look at that. Evan, will Nick choose you? Actually, since you paid, and since it's a love question, and since I remembered, we will use the True Love reading cards. Okay, so these are good cards. Okay. See if we can get here. Will Nick choose you? Really going to shuffle the cards, focusing on the intention. Will Nick choose? Let's see. One more time. Let's see what we get here. Okay, so Evan, here's what I get. I get reparenting yourself. Okay. So I feel like this is working on things that have happened in our lives where we're focusing on healing trauma or old wounds, childhood wounds, I feel like. Then we get this card here. We get forgiveness in reverse. And I'm curious why this is coming up. Because the forgiveness in reverse, it feels like there's something blocking some energy here. So I'm wondering if something happened between you and Nick, or if I'm just curious. Then we get the serendipity card in reverse. And then we get intimacy in reverse. And so there's something blocking this connection from what I'm seeing. And we'll go more into that, but there's definitely something blocking the connection that you've had here, because when I see serendipity and forgiveness in reverse, something's happening where I'm feeling like the energy isn't quite lining up to where there's a synchronicity, to where there's a being on the same page, so to speak. So Evan, does any of that make sense so far? I don't know if you're delayed or if you're behind in the time, so I'm not really sure. Might be experiencing some delays. Okay. If that's the case, then I will just keep going. Oh, it makes sense. Okay, you're not delayed. All right. Let me see what else we can get here. So let me push this one up. Let me push this one up. Or that one. Do that. Okay, so now we're going to be using these tarot cards here. We're going to see what we can get. All righty. Come on. Everyone knows aces are wild in this game. We can do this. I wish it was that way. Let's see what we can get here. One more shuffle. Oh, big breath. I'm definitely feeling like the energy I'm focusing on here, Evan, is breathing and going with the flow. I'm feeling a sense of like needing to release. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I was like seeing a balloon and having the air come out slowly. I feel like I need to release. I need to decompress. It's something that I'm feeling. Okay. Let me do this. So on the forgiveness card that we have here, forgiveness in reverse, we have the Three of Coins in reverse. So the Three of Coins is normally a card where we're kind of building up our fortune. We're doing something like that. When it's in reverse, though, there could be something here where there could be some financial issues. That could be something going on. There could be a forgiveness or lack of forgiveness on a financial issue or on something happening. But it could also be just physical. It could just be a physical issue where there could be this disconnection, right? Where this person maybe felt. Because it's like a connection card. The Three of Coins is a connection card. So there could have been something that happened maybe on a foundational level. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if you're communicating to this person currently or what's going on, but it feels like there's something blocking the connection here. So serendipity in reverse. And definitely Spirit's here right now, so that's kind of confirming a little bit more. 10 of Cups. Upright. So that's a good card. There was an energy here. I mean, if you look at that, up at the top, there's like two people swinging around. I wouldn't do that personally. That looks pretty dangerous, but 10 of Cups is a really good card. On serendipity in reverse, something has happened where we've betrayed our own sense of flow. So maybe we gave too much in the relationship, or maybe we gave too much emotionally, or something happened maybe with this Nick person where they gave too much. But I'm feeling it's either or, and I feel like something happened where our game is thrown off, right? I feel like we're kind of questioning ourselves because serendipity in reverse means that the flow is being blocked. Okay, if you imagine a hose and you kink the hose, there's no water that comes out. I feel like there's kind of that situation where things were flowing, then it kind of stopped. But the 10 of Cups shows that if things start flowing again, there can be a connection here. But this could be an anxiety with this connection too. I feel like things are happening that it just feels like something's not clicking quite right. It feels like things are just kind of a little bit off, but enough off to where it's like, oh, hopefully this is making sense so far. Evan, you let me know. Okay, reparenting yourself. On this card, we get the Fool card, okay? Fool card is all about new beginnings. And the Fool card is, okay, I'm excited about this one, okay? The Fool card's about new beginnings, but it's also kind of this card where if you were watching a Fool, okay, the Fool can be anyone that can teach us something, is kind of like the Fool card, but in particular children, and I guess old masters, but a child goes out and they have fun, and they just go and they just release, they have fun, they do whatever they need to do, right? And they could appear foolish or they could appear this way or that way, but they're just living their lives. And the Fool is kind of the card where we're looking at starting something new, we're looking at going into this, but we need to focus on kind of what got us into this position in the first place. The energy of the child it's kind of abundant. It's this kind of self-healing energy. So the Fool with the reparenting card, to me, I feel like we need to work through wounds. We need to go into, or maybe we already have been working through childhood wounds and trying to understand things that have come up, like feelings that we've suppressed or things that have happened where we feel less than. That's what I'm feeling here. So as long as we keep focusing on healing and we keep focusing on that kind of energy, I feel like this kind of tenuous connection can become a little bit stronger. That's what I'm feeling here. So Evan, so far, you let me know, buddy, if this is making sense. Because then we can go into this last card here. So this one, let's see, where was this? Right here. So this is the intimacy in reverse. And intimacy is interesting because intimacy is into me, I see, right? And that to me is very powerful. That's a very powerful thing, because in order to be intimate, we have to know ourselves. We have to understand our situation, what's going on with us. In order to truly be there and be present with another person, we have to be able to be present with ourselves. So that's a huge part. That's a huge lesson there. So on the intimacy in reverse, I get the Five of Swords. Okay, good. I get the Five of Swords here. And to me, this is a connection where I'm almost looking at this like I feel like I have to perform, maybe in an intimate way. I feel like I have to perform, or I have to be in the spotlight. Maybe that can make me anxious, or maybe that can make me feel like it's hard for me to get to a place where I feel comfortable, right? So there could be this kind of anxiety that could be kind of popping in here. I'm going to move these out of the way, though, and I'm going to focus on this here. Give me a second here. Oh, that's the wrong deck. Still going to draw some more cards here. We can look right at that. Let's do it. I'm getting the cards shuffled here, so just give me a second. Is he going to give you a chance? Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Is Evan going to give Chris, or is Nick going to give Evan a chance? Let's see. Okay, that makes sense. That's what I was feeling. There was a lot of, it's kind of like this anxiety feeling that I was getting. And that's, we all have things that happen, triggers, different things that kind of put us on that path. And I understand anxiety can be tricky to deal with. And opening up, approaching is hard. Opening up is hard too. It is. But it's also something that can be very worth it, And I'm sure you know that too. But let's look at this. Well, Nick, let's see. I don't have a relationship with Nick. Heavenly, I'm not sure what you're saying. Okay, so that's a good sign. We have maturity. Okay, that's good. You tried to today. Okay. Okay, Heaven. Once I do this reading and then Amber's reading, and then if no other person is paid, you're the next on the list for the free readings. So we have maturity here, which is good. This to me says I'm owning up to my sense of self. This to me says I'm ready to start something because I'm holding myself accountable, and I'm doing this so that I can better myself as a person. That's a good thing. Then we get the yin yang card. And then we get this card, the distorted feminine in reverse. So this is good because it's in reverse. So the way I read this right here, will he give you a chance? Will he give this connection a shot? The way I'm seeing it is like this. If the distorted feminine is in reverse, we've been waiting too much maybe for them to come to us. That could be something that I could see. And now we're starting to go out and we're starting to go out and do stuff. Yin and yang right here. This is the duality concept. And to me, this is the duality concept is very, very important for us moving forward, because when we have, if we're too active or we're too forceful in a relationship, we come across as overbearing and controlling. If we're too meek and we're too mild, we come across as kind of a pushover. So I feel like you're trying to learn how to express your voice and how to make it so it hits kind of that perfect pitch where it's not this or it's not that. It's kind of right in the middle. So that's going to take time. That's going to take maturity. I feel like this person is listening and they're trying to understand you, but there needs to be you trying to understand you. There needs to be you trying to open up more and trying to see what's going on with you, which I feel like you're doing. And I feel like if that's the case, if we keep improving, then there could be a connection here. So that's what I'm feeling, Evan. Hopefully that makes sense. And Ryan, I'm not sure what you're saying either. Rhoda, let me see here. If you like and subscribe, then I can address a question for you. Put you on the list here. You are on the list, Rhoda. So I'll let you know when it's your turn to ask your question. Okay? It can be future related. Okay, Ryan. So I might have time to get to you. I'm not sure. You're afraid he's going to choose them. Let me see here. How does Nick feel about this other person? Let's look into that. How does Nick feel about this other person? So Ryan, I think I've seen you on the channel before. If you've already liked and subscribed, I'm not doing the free questions. If you're already subscribed, if you want, you can do a paid question, and we can go from there. But yeah, the free questions are for the subs. So, but thank you for understanding. I hope that makes sense. I don't want to come across as a hard ass or something. I just want to get paid for my time, and if you guys have already gotten a free question asked, hopefully, it resonated enough for a paid question. Okay. So let's see. What does Nick think about this other person? Okay. So this other person, the things that you're going through, Evan, kind of understanding yourself, letting yourself approach things, understanding that, there could be that this person could, how could I say this? Because with this other person, I get these cards here. I get compatibility, the Rainbow Reviver, and connection. So there could be a very strong connection here. There could be another interest here, and there could be a strong connection. I do feel that this person has been there for you and has helped you in those ways, in some ways. But I'm getting a sense that there could be someone else. But if there is a connection with this person, it doesn't mean that there couldn't be one with you in the future. But I do feel that this person is looking at this other person, right? But again, I feel like you still have a shot here, but there is sort of a looking over there kind of situation, if that makes sense. I feel like there's something going on here, but if you keep demonstrating change and you keep demonstrating that you're wanting to better yourself, I feel like that's going to be something that helps this person understand where you're at. If you stay stuck or you stay kind of in a box with the way things are now, I do feel like this person could wander in another direction. So there needs to be change, and there needs to be kind of kind of a longing for change. You need to want to change in order for this change to take effect. That's what I'm feeling. Because this other connection is there's a strong energy here, but I do feel like there's still something with you. But again, there needs to be showing the change, and you having that conversation with them and saying what was going on. That's good. Opening up about not opening up is actually pretty powerful, and I feel like that in itself is a really good step. But we need to go further. We need to go deeper with that. So that's what I'm feeling here. Hopefully that makes sense, Evan. All right, so let's do this here. Hi, Rada. You're on the list. You're at the very bottom. There's quite a few people ahead of you. So when I call your name, maybe I'm going to be live for another hour. So if I don't get to your question, I'm really sorry, but I'm 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you can definitely come around those times if I don't get to you. I'm just letting you know so you don't come back and you're like, oh, where is he? But I'm going to be live for about another 48 minutes. It's looking like, or about another 59 minutes. I started this late. About another hour I'll be live. But we will see. Evan, I feel like I don't get a sense that this person is necessarily bad. So I feel like if you keep showing that you're willing to change and you talk openly and honestly about what's going on, I think that would be the best thing. If there's a sense of reservedness or a sense of trying to control the way we look or our image or something like that, that can make it so that it's hard for us to express these feelings. But if you don't want to lose this person, we need to work on self-expression. We need to work on getting that kind of going, if that makes sense. I don't feel, and like I said with the cards, I do not feel like it's not going to happen. But what I'm feeling is if there's other options and you've been repeating the same steps over and over again and haven't necessarily made progress, then that makes it harder for this person to want to keep staying in the connection if they feel like they're not getting what they want out of the relationship. That doesn't mean that it can't happen, but I feel like there's a tendency we need to change and we need to focus on allowing ourselves to change. Because you said you're scared, you're afraid you're going to lose him, but the only thing I feel like you have to do is get in touch with yourself, and that's a scary proposition too. But I do feel like there's something there that needs to be expressed, it needs to be let out. The emotional aspect, the opening up part. Okay, so hopefully, Evan, that helps you. I think I'm going to go to the next question here. Amber, are you there? Okay. Thank you for letting me know. And while Amber's typing, Evan, just every day work on opening up a little bit more. And if you need to, I mean, what's helped me personally, I ask for help. opening up. I'm a man. I have a hard time. I have the hardest time opening up emotionally. And if I ask in my mind for spirits, for something to come and help me to open up, generally situations present themselves where I can release and I can try to understand myself better. We're not alone in this. There are spirits, entities that wish to help us too. So I would say you could try that too to help you to open up and to get yourself on the right path that way. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be God. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It could just be a universal source of light and inspiration that kind of helps us open up emotionally. And I've used that myself many times, and it seems to do the trick, I don't want to leave you feeling scared. I want you to feel like you can do this, and I believe that you can do this, and you can change, and you can grow in a meaningful way. So. All right, I flipped the paper over. That means it's scribble time. I'll see what information I can get. So, looking for an agent and want to know if you see any specific names or any information at all of who I can best reach. Thank you. Okay, let me cross these out here. Let's see what I can get here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to look something up here. Let me see here. Okay, first thing that came up was an actual thing, but it's not what you're looking for, so I'll keep connecting. Let me keep searching here. Okay, I'm getting the name Elise. And it's spelled in a way that I'm not used to, but it's like the name Elise. Elise. I keep getting the name Elise. And it's not Elisa. It's not Alyssa. It's Elise. So I'm curious about that. Let me keep looking. Maybe the last name is White, or maybe the agency is named White. And I keep getting something with a P name as well. But the Elise name came up pretty strong. And maybe something with the P name. The P would be silent in the name. It's pretty specific, but it could be that the P is silent. Possibly the person or the agency could have something to do with a restaurant as well. I heard Bon Appetit, so that could be something. Elise, Bon Appetit, the P is silent. Um, I have no idea how to spell that. Let me draw an energy card and then put my hand over it, and I might be able to get a little more information. So let's do Amber. What? Want to know if any specific names or any information at all who I can get some contact. I'm glad you're finding it interesting. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. No, I'm just kidding. I'll see what else I can get for you, though, Amber. Okay, and then I was just shown black, the color black, and I had white earlier, so there could be an agency maybe that has the yin-yang symbol in its, because like duality, the concept of duality, it could be something there, black-white, or maybe it could just be called black-white, or white-black. I figured you meant acting. If you're looking for an agency and you've been on here many times, I figured you meant acting. So I was already 2 steps ahead of you. Right up here. Okay, so okay. Let me keep looking here. And there could be someone with the name Truman, possibly as a last name. And it's kind of ironic, but that's something I'm feeling. Okay, I'm going to call you Kevel. Because you do not want to hear how I butcher names. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to save you that heartache. Kevel, if you would not mind subscribing and liking the video, I can put you on the list here. If that would be okay. I'm just awful with names. I really am. With pronouncing them. This, though. So, Amber, like I said, the name Truman could come up. The name, there could be Paris as well. Something with Paris. Something to do with Paris. But if the P is silent, maybe Eris. Eris agency. No. Okay, so Paris, P is silent, Eris agency. There's also Ares, which would be the god of war. There's something there where it feels like it's a place that is not strongly identified with like the American lifestyle, the American culture. I feel like it could be a business or it could be an agency that's owned by someone who is not from America. So that could be something, maybe Greek as a possibility. And I feel like there could still be an accent or there could be something. Oh, you're looking at a post. You're looking at a poster you wrote for Eris Agency. Okay, so tell me about that. Tell me about the Eris Agency. No, Eris is the goddess of something. Ares is the god of war. Eris is the... P is silent. Okay, so Eris Agency, that might be something. I'm going to look up Eris Agency. Would you look at that? That's an actual thing. That's cool. I got chills from that. Eris Agency, Paris, but the P is silent. Eris is that's awesome. Oh, that's cool. Okay, let me see some other stuff though. I'm gonna look at this. Let's see here. There's definitely something there that I'm getting. So I would say that could be it. I would say try that out and see what happens, because that doesn't seem like a coincidence. That literally happened, in real time. So that was cool. That was really cool. I am curious about the other stuff, though. The golden apple. Okay, the golden apple. Elise. I wonder if that comes into a play, too. Elise doesn't really sound. P is silent. Bon appetit. I wonder. Okay. All right, Amber. Hopefully that answers your question. I'd say try with that and see where you can go with that. There could possibly be something there. So I'm glad I could help you. That was fun for both of us. That was cool. Okay. Let me... Okay, so let's see who's next up on the list here. All right, Heaven Lee. If you would not mind, take a step up and ask your question. I'm just happy I could help. Hopefully it's a good shock. It's not a bad shock. I just did a psychic reading for Amber just a second ago. But Melody, if you want, I can add you. Hello. Anyone that's new to watching the channel right now, if you guys would like and subscribe, I can put you on the list for questions. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kevel. If you guys do that, if I don't get to your questions this time, I could possibly next time. It just depends. I've almost been live here for about 2.5 hours. I'm going to go till 3 hours, and then I am shutting down the old tube machine here. So I'm just letting you guys know. So if you subscribe when I'm live next time, because I'm live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So there's plenty of chances to catch me. And yeah, so yes. And also, if you want, you can visit my website and look at that too, if you guys are wanting a reading if I'm not online. So I'm just letting you know. But if you like and subscribe, then I will remember next time. You guys just come in, you say we liked and subscribed on the last video, and I can be like, okay. I just want to be transparent with you just in case. Okay. Let's see. Lovely girl. You are very welcome, Maria. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Okay, so no lovely girl, probably no Daisy. Daisy, are you there? Is LP there? The disciple, are you there? Okay, both of you are still there. So who was first? So lovely girl, ask your question, and then disciple, get your question ready. That's okay. Lovely girl's first, and then disciple, you are next. So get your question ready, disciple. I will be shuffling for lovely girl here. And Amber, if you're still there, keep me informed on what happens, if you want. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm just curious. Trying to think how best to. So I do one card, one question. So I'm trying to think what question to answer. When will I leave my current job? When will you get a new job? So, well, Maria, you're further up the list than I thought we were going to be because a bunch of people left. So, I didn't say a golden apple. I said bon appetit. But if I would have said bon apple teat, oh, that's the worst joke I've ever said. No, I didn't say anything about an apple. Would have been cool if I did, though. Nothing about an apple, but that was Eris. Yeah, I remember a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, Maria, we might just have time for your question. So yes, you did, Kevel. Thank you. Thank you for liking and subscribing. So you're down there, and then Maria's right here. Good night, Kiru. Have a good one. I'll see you later, and I'll see you this week. So take care, okay? All right, have a good night. Okay, so we've got, let's see. You too. You take care too. So, lovely girl, we will focus on when will you get your new job? Because leaving the current one, getting a new one, that cannot be one question. So we'll just focus on, well, maybe I could do both. I'll see what information I get. Let me try. I feel like I'm getting a canyon. That's interesting, a canyon. It's kind of like a desert feeling. Deserted, desert. Now I'm getting a fish. Canyon, desert, fish. That's interesting. Okay, so let me keep going here. Then lock tea is something I'm getting, lock tea, and I don't know what that means. So the information I feel like I'm getting so far, I feel like you could. I'm feeling like there's something in April that could happen where the job situation could change. There could be something in April. There could also be something in next March. I was feeling for that. Um, but it feels like it's going to be sooner. I keep being shown it's going to be sooner. It feels like it could be there, but I feel like it's going to be sooner, and I feel like it's going to be summer. Um, I would say July, and now my head's starting to feel funny, feeling a little dizzy. What is your job now, if you don't mind me asking, lovely girl? I mean, that's fine too. You don't have to answer. Um, Let me take a drink here. I will, Kevel. I will address you. You're further down the list, but not by much. After lovely girl, it's in a bank. Okay, that makes sense. It's in a bank. So why was I seeing? Okay. Canyon, fish, desert, canyon fish. I'm feeling like things have to align before you quit the one job. I'm feeling like I'm going to line something else up before I quit. So I do feel like it's going to take time to line things up just right. Would the fish would so I'm getting information, I'm going to relay it to you, but I'm also learning as a psychic. I'm also trying to understand things as a psychic. So I'm just going to ask, would a fish or a canyon or a desert have anything to do with the bank you work in, or maybe a job that you're looking to apply to, maybe another occupation? And if not, I'm wondering if there's something where, because I got something else too that was very snappy. Because I got something, I got Lochte as well, which apparently is a competitive swimmer, which could also relate to the fish in some way. So I'm curious if anything aquatic. Okay. I'm just doing some psychic readings too. Heavenly. Okay, lovely girl. So that's a no, and I'm okay with that. I just want to relay the information just in case it could make sense later. So thank you for being honest with me though and giving me your feedback. So like I said, I feel like it's going to be summer. I feel like it's going to take time for things to align, but allow yourself time to have everything kind of come together. If you're looking to leave, I feel like something else needs to be lined up first. So okay. All right, the disciple. If you want to ask your question. So hopefully, lovely girl, that answers your question. I gave a date, I gave a time. So summer in some time. I just feel like things have to be lined up or I'm not leaving. Let's look at that, the disciple, and see what we can get. So I get the thinking woman in reverse. So this to me, I'm feeling like I feel like I'm thinking a lot, but maybe I'm not necessarily taking action. So I'm not sure what this refers to. Have you been putting in job applications or putting in resumes for this job to manifest? Because maybe you need to put in some more, or maybe we need to. I feel like maybe address the employer or do something where we stand out a little bit. It's interesting. When I'm focusing on this card, I'm getting the word stubborn as well. Okay, so that's good. You've been putting in the job applications. Um, I'm getting a stubborn energy though, and I'm curious where this is coming from. It feels like it could be male, but I'm not sure. So there's like a stubborn energy. It's very staunch. It feels old fashioned, um, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm getting that stubborn. Hmm. It could just be that the energy is being stubborn. So I would say keep putting in the job applications. What I feel like could happen is if it isn't this month, then by the time I feel like next month or the next month rolls around, so 2 months, I feel like there could be multiple people calling back at that point. It feels like the energy here is stubborn. It's not wanting to move. Okay, it's not you. So it could just be the energy of the situation, the connection to the situation. So that's what I'm feeling. There could be, it's kind of blocked off right now, and then it's going to open up. So keep putting in job applications. Don't let the fact that you're not getting responses put you down. I'm feeling like there could be something to do with the virus and different things that have happened. People could be backed up on paperwork and be looking at applicants. So it could take a while to get to your application, but I do feel like things could happen. But I'm feeling like a month to 2 months before anything happens. And then I feel like maybe 1, 2, or 3 different places could call. Okay. Okay, because that's definitely what I'm feeling here. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for letting me read your energy. I appreciate that. All right, Heavenly, do you want to ask your question? I appreciate that. You're very welcome. We got 4 people on the list here, on the free list, so we might be able to finish it up. So, Heavenly, are you there? Your first memory in life means what? Well, let's see what we can do. Okay. And I'll just say this, Radha, are you there? Radha Gupta, I think was your name. All right, Heavenly, we will see what we can do here. Your first memory in life means, never done a reading like this before. Okay. First memory in life means, shuffle here. I'm getting expression right here. So self-expression, a strong sense of self-expression. And then before I drew this card, I got a feeling of a gamble or a gambler or something like that. So I don't know if your first memory has something to do with gambling. Probably not. But what this could be is something like gambling on, I don't know if you had difficulties growing up, if there was surgeries, or if there was anything like that. Maybe things could have been a gamble. I'm not sure. But the word gamble did come up. This right here, though, Archangel, let's see if we can focus here. 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So he deals with the throat and self-expression. So blue is his color. So kind of like my shirt, kind of like the let me point to it, the lava lamp right there. And that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling, is that there's a sense of needing to express ourselves. So where this is upright, I do feel that there was a sense of maybe coming into the world was difficult, maybe existing in itself was difficult or even painful there for a time. But your first memory, I feel like, would have been a sense of self-expression. That's what I'm feeling, a sense of like validating the self, coming into the self, something where it's maybe more action-oriented or more self-expression oriented, maybe making a sound or crying. I'm not completely sure, but that's just what I was feeling. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, it's a yes, so I can understand that. If it doesn't completely resonate, that's okay too. But that's kind of what I was getting. Hey there, Cece. If you want to like and subscribe, I can add you to the list. Thank you very much, Cece. I appreciate that. So yeah, I feel like the first memory was self-expression, and that's up to you to kind of figure out how that goes in there, but that's what I was feeling. So like I said, I got the gamble coming up a lot, or the gambler, or something to do with maybe the odds not being in our favor when we first started out in life. Something happening there is what I was kind of feeling. Again, though, I'm new to the psychic interpretation. I'm new to an extent. So if it doesn't resonate completely, that's okay. I want to know if it's a yes or a no, versus people just being like, oh, absolutely, absolutely, even when it's not true. So I prefer honesty, because then I can learn. Okay. Okay, Heavenly. So, okay. All right. If that makes sense to you, because that's what I got before we had the self-expression card, was the gamble. So that makes, okay. Hi, EVB. Thank you for subbing. Would you mind liking the video too? If I had my cat here, I would say you could see my cat too, but they're not in the room right now. Okay, so let's go to this next one here. I don't think Rada's here. Kevel, do you want to ask your question? You're the next one on the list, Maria. There's been people that have waited hours, so sometimes it just takes a while. And paid readings do get priority, so if anyone comes in with a paid reading, that would get priority. You're welcome. And I write your names down on a list, guys, so you don't need to tell me that you're waiting or that you've been waiting. Trust me, when the time comes, I will get to you and I will answer your questions as best I can. I try to spend time on the questions, even if they're the free ones. So you guys do not have to worry. Okay, Maria, it is actually your turn, so go ahead and ask your question. I don't know if you're typing your question or because Maria Kranz, it is your turn. Okay. Okay. Cece, are you there? Just trying to see who is left in here. I don't know where Maria went, and she might just ask her question. But if you want to ask your question, I'll read you right now, and then when Maria comes back, if she does, then I will address her question. Will you move out and find a place to stay? All right. Good question. Let's look. Oh. All right, Maria. I'll address your question first, and then Cece, I'll address your question right after. Okay, so you don't have to type your question again. I'll have it right there. So, is your ex coming back, and should I take him back? Okay, one question. So we'll do. Should you take your ex back? You're welcome. You are welcome. Well, maybe we can make that an even better question. Let's focus on. Okay, let's do this. Let's focus on, does your ex want you back? Okay, that's a good question to focus on, I think. Is your ex wanting to come back to you? Okay, is your ex wanting to come back to you? So I get the 7th chakra Archangel Uriel in this card, and I feel that when you start doing well and things are flowing in your life, I feel like this person will want to be back in, but I don't necessarily get that you feel good about that. I feel like there could be a sense of, because you said, do I even want them back? So I feel like when you are going to be emitting from a place of power, like you've kind of moved on and you're looking towards other things, I feel like this person will come back. That's the energy that I'm getting. That's the vibe that I'm getting. So it's up to you if you want them back, but I do feel that if you're in this state of flow and this person is wanting back, I'm getting a sense that this person will leave again if things ever get low. I feel like when you're high and when you're feeling good, this person comes around, and then if you're low, I feel like this person could just as easily leave. So I would say it's up to you, but I wouldn't put up with that. I would have someone that would go with me through the highs and lows. So that's the kind of feeling that I'm getting, the kind of vibration that I'm getting from these cards. So hopefully that addresses the question, Maria. You are very welcome. So allow yourself to vibrate higher. This card is about allowing things to flow within you and not allowing anything to bring you down. If someone comes into your life and all they bring you is misery, then why would you want that? You know, we may be comfortable with the way someone makes us feel uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean that it's the right way to go. That just means that we're comfortable with a way of being that is not conducive to a higher sense of spiritual self, like a higher purpose. So we can work on retraining our brains so that we become comfortable with being treated with respect and dignity, and have that be the way we're treated in the future. Okay. So, CC, will you move out and find a place to stay? Hopefully, Maria, that addresses your question. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. You guys are awesome too. It's because you're so. It's because the energy that you guys give me to read that I'm able to read the way that I do. So I really appreciate the energy that you bring, and the patience that you bring. Some people wait for quite a long time, so I just appreciate that. Okay. So, CC, will you move out and find a place to stay? So we have the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael in reverse. So fourth chakra is the heart, okay? Where this is in reverse, it's making me think that I feel like we're thinking that we won't find a place to stay. And that's kind of an all-consuming thought, or that could be something that we're thinking about a lot, is that we won't find it, or what if we don't, or kind of a feeling of the heart chakra. Good night, Maria. Hopefully I can see you on the next live. But the heart chakra is a chakra that lets go, and it lets things happen. It lets the flow happen. When it's blocked off, it makes it so that we feel like we're in a lack mentality, or we feel like we have to kind of squeeze life for all that it's worth, and this to me is something where I feel like if we allow things to just happen, they can happen. That being said, finding a place to live and having that's stressful. I'll see what else I can find out. Let me see. So, CC and Evie, are you there still? I'll see if she answers. If not, CC, you might just be the last reading I do, so I can spend a little bit more time on you. Okay, so let's do... Does the name Damon ring a bell? I'm curious if the name Damon or it's like a strong D name, Damon. And Evie is still there. Okay, so Evie is still there. Thank you, Evie, for asking your question, and I will address it right after I am done with Cece's question. So, Cece, are you there? Okay. So, hopefully you were hearing what I was saying. I don't know if the name Damon or a strong D name would mean anything to you, but I was getting that coming in. Then I'm getting, is it Ralph St. Lauren or something? Or just the name Ralph Lauren? I feel like you can find a place, but I feel like I'm looking, but I'm not, how do I put this? I feel like I'm looking, but I'm not like seeing what's out there. I feel like there's a market or there's an avenue that I've missed. But I'm trying to understand what that is. And you can look in newspapers and stuff like that too. I imagine we've probably looked in different places for a home. Mm. Okay. So will you move out and find a place to stay? I think you will. Keep looking, but have it be something where it's more flowy if you can. I understand it can be a stressful situation, but if you can do something where we're focusing more on an energy that brings kind of a lightness, like a gratitude kind of energy, even though, again, that can be difficult. I understand that. That would make it easier to attract this, because I feel like there's a block where we're not letting things flow the way we should. And I think the way we can make things flow better is to focus more on the fact that we get to find a new place. That's something that we get to do, not something that we have. Well, maybe we have to, but I feel like appreciation and gratitude can go a long way towards bringing in this kind of house. That's what I'm seeing here. I do feel like it'll happen, though. Just you got to give it time, and you got to like I said, let things flow. So that's what I'm feeling. Okay, good. All right, Cece, thank you. Thank you for being so kind and listening to me rattle on. Now, Evie, you're wondering if you will get a second job this year around September or October. Let's see. You are very welcome, Cece. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I appreciate that so much. All right, so this is for Evie. Kevel, you'll probably be the last one. Okay, you'll be the last one, so I will address Evie's question and then I'll go on to you. So, will you get a second job around, let's see, will you get a second job this year around September, October? Angel of Strength. So I view this as kind of an August card. Something could happen around August to October. I view this as like the Leo card, right? So something could happen there and my knuckles are starting to like, okay, Kevin, we'll look at that for you. You will leave the current one if you get the second one. So there could be something in August. That's sort of what I'm feeling here. But let me see if I can get any more information. So Evie, do you do any writing or anything like that? I got transcripting as something that came into my head, and I was wondering if you do anything with writing or data or anything where we're like maybe that's the job. I'm not sure. Again, I'm learning, and so I'm trying to understand things the best way I can. No, okay, that's absolutely fine. Let me just look something up here. Okay. Well, I feel like you'll find one around August. That's something that I'm feeling. And the transcripting, I'm not sure what that means, but that came through strong. And transcripting is writing or putting something in printed form that's written. I'm not sure how that relates to you, but I feel like there's something there with the transcripting. So I just thought I would relay the message. But around August, I'd say 4 to 5 months from now, I think you'll have something. That's what I'm feeling. So hopefully that answers your question. Okay, Kevel, I will address your question now. Let's see. Is love and marriage on your way? Let's look. You're welcome, Evie. Very welcome. Thank you for coming to the live. I appreciate that. Okay. I do. Kevel, here's the card I get. We get the commitment card. So, yes, I do feel like something will be on its way. I feel like there will be a lovely energy coming your way very soon. Could be someone that's born in the year of the monkey, which is interesting, like a Chinese zodiac sign, year of the monkey. I think that means they could be kind of goofy, they could be kind of fun loving. That's what I'm seeing, kind of a silly person, possibly. I feel like they'll have dark hair as a possibility, but that's what I'm seeing here. So there will be commitment. That's a really good card to get. That's one of the best ones you can get right there. So will there be? Absolutely. I do think there will definitely be a connection for you in the future. I don't know about the time frame. I would say 6 months to a year, possibly. It could be a little shorter than that. It could be a little longer than that. But that's kind of my estimate on that. Depending on how things are going now, taking that, putting it into the future, I do feel like it could be September as a possibility, but that's just one possibility. Just September, possibly December, and then if not, then obviously into the new year. Maybe February is another time that I would think. Okay. So, Kevel, does that answer your question? Kevel may have up and left. I'm not sure. But even so, this will go live and then she can watch it. So that's okay. Okay, well, you guys, I'm thinking I'm going to head out here. And remember, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for my next live, and it will be Wednesday and then 8 p.m. on Friday. So I do this 3 times a week, 3 hours each time. So you guys come by, wish me luck, whatever it is you guys want to do, just listen and talk and enjoy the community, the sense of community we have. And yeah, so you guys take care, and I will talk to you guys Wednesday. So, Doodles, take care, and thank you so much for helping to support the stream. And for just being nice in general, everyone. Have a good evening and take care.